Hello beautiful and welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video where we are going to play with these. The new mini palettes by Oden's Eye. This Norn's collection is releasing today on the 5th of February. And we are going to be talking about these palettes. We are going to be swatching them. I'm going to do 3 eye looks, one with each palette. And we're just going to see what these small palettes are all about. And if you haven't been here before, my name is Angie. Hello, I am a lover of fashion and makeup, especially colorful things. So we are going to do something really colorful today, well, ×3, and I hope you will enjoy it. And if you want to see some more color on your timeline, do not forget to subscribe because I do upload several videos a week. So yeah, this collection is actually releasing today. The collection is 3 mini palettes, also 1 big palette, and 3 highlighters. I'm wearing one of the highlighters today, the one in Web of Destiny. That's the highlighter that I have on today. This video is in collaboration with Oden's Eye. Thank you so much, Oden's Eye, for sponsoring this video. If you didn't know, Oden's Eye is a Swedish indie brand, and I am from Sweden, so it's just super exciting to be working with a brand that's from the country where I am at. And it's so interesting to see them stick with the theming that they have with the Norse mythology. This collection is called the Norns collection, so it is based on the Norns, or as we in Sweden call them, Nunnorna. They are basically the most powerful beings in the cosmos. They are 3 sisters. They are spinning the web of destiny. So these mini palettes are each of the 3 sisters. It is Skuld, which is the sister of the future. It is Verdandi, which is the sister of the present. And then it is Urd, which is the sister of the past. So we're gonna do 1 eye look each with these, and I'm gonna show you some. Let me put the swatches up now. Let me put the swatches up. Let me put some close-ups up. The one that we're gonna start with today is Skooled, which is the one that is a all shimmer palette. It is a very bright jewel toned shimmer palette. None of these palettes have pressed glitters. I think that this Skooled is amazing if you want to try this brand and want to try their shimmer formula, because they truly have an exciting, extraordinary shimmer formula. And I do think that all of these shimmers will go so well together with neutrals if you're more into that, and also with colorful things in the crease. The Verdandi one is it's like a warm neutral palette with a pop of that like peach and icy blue in the middle. I know that some people don't like a split pan in the middle, but I think that what I like with these split pans is that it is the same formula in the split pans, meaning that if you do mix them, they're still going to be the same formula. It's not going to look weird, and they do mix together to another really pretty color as well. So you get like a 7th color as well in the palette. The last one, which is actually my absolute favorite, is the one that's Urd, which is the sister of the past. And this is like a very cool toned, almost slightly mossy green eyeshadow palette with some very interesting textures in it, and I'm so excited to be digging into all of these palettes and to be showing you some looks. Like I said, this collection is releasing today on the 5th of February. You can use my code Angelica and it will save you 10% off your entire order at Oden's Eye. They do have a lot of other things in their collection as well, and if you want to see some more things with Oden's Eye, I do have a lot of videos featuring their products in case you're interested in some of their older palettes, highlighters, lipsticks. I'm wearing one of the lipsticks today, for example, so don't forget to check back if you want to see some more videos on Oden's Eye. Oh, and I'm also wearing a scarf from this collection. If you make an order of 50 euros or more, you will get a free gift with purchase. It is one of these scarves that actually has the motif of the Norn sister from the big palette, the video that I did on Monday. I'll remember to leave that up here in the eye if you want to see the swatches of the highlighters and the big eyeshadow palette. So if you make an order of 50 euros or more, you will get one of these scarves for free. They do come in 3 different colors, just like a gift with purchase. They're actually really cute, and I love having scarves in my hair, you know. I use that a lot. So let's just get into the looks. I'm actually gonna start with the future sister. I'm gonna start with Skuld because I am so looking forward to doing all shimmer look. I have the most beautiful look in mind, and I'm so excited to be showing you that. So let's zoom in and let's do the looks. Okay, so the lipstick that I'm wearing is actually this one, Alva Kiss. It is a cream lipstick. It is like a warm reddish brown color, so that is the lipstick that I am wearing. I'm gonna do a very colorful like eyeshadow wing, and it's gonna be, if you have an all shimmer palette and you want to do something different, I'm gonna show you what I like to do. I'm gonna use an eye pencil. You can use whatever eye pencil you have, but I'm gonna use this one. It is just a nude eyeshadow pencil, and I am gonna create a wing with this one. And you can see I don't have any eyeshadow on my eyes as well. You can always use a little bronzer in your crease if you want to have some definition. But I'm just gonna, you see I'm not that thorough. It doesn't have to be precise because we're gonna go over this with eyeshadow. But I'm just gonna create a wing, and as you can see, not super precise, and it is a bit easier with the pen like this. And I'm taking it all the way into the inner corners. And I'm making it kind of thick, since this is the only thing we're gonna have in our eye look. See, it's almost covering my entire lid. It doesn't have to be like razor sharp, it can just be like that to begin with. So we're starting like that, and now I'm gonna take a very small eyeshadow brush. You can use a little pencil brush, or if you have something super small, I have this super small reference. This is reference number 23. So I'm gonna use that one because I feel like that will be perfect for this look. And if you're using concealer or maybe an eyeshadow base doing this, because you can map this out with whatever you want, to be honest, make sure that you don't open your eyes too big so that you get it on your lid. What I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna put this yellow in the middle here. I'm gonna put that in the inner third, and then I'm gonna put the green in the middle and the blue at the outer part. I'm gonna start with the green in the middle because it's gonna be a bit easier if we start in the middle and just map out how much we want of this to be green. You can see I'm just covering up where I put this pen with this green. I'm not spraying my brush, I'm literally just following the line that I already made for myself. And if you use a black pencil, like a black eyeliner, you will get this to be even more intense, but I wanted it to be a bit more lighter. Now I'm taking the yellow one, the one in the middle, and I'm taking the same brush and I'm just gonna fill out this inner part. And where these meet, I will just tap the yellow on top to blend them together a bit. You see, nothing intense, just tapping. I'm leaving the inner corner for now because we'll do that later. And now I'm taking the blue and I'm gonna fill out what's left with the blue, and the same here. I'm just tapping a bit at where they meet so that they can mix a bit. And when you reach the end here, you can either do it with this brush here, or you can switch to, I have one eyeliner brush here. And you can just take a bit of eyeshadow on the eyeliner brush and you can really make it as sharp as you want to, if that is something that you're after. This one is just from Sigma. So this is just what the eye is looking like right now. I'm gonna do the same on the lower lash line, and I'm also putting this in my waterline. You can see I'm just covering my lower lash line, and I'm also putting some in my inner corners. Okay, so I got a little carried away. And I basically just finished it up. But what I did is that I used the same kind of brush and I just put yellow, green and blue, and then I just connected it here in the outer corner so that it is around my eyes, but it's still lighter here and darker here. So you still get that like eye-opening effect, but it is a wing. And like I said, if you want to, you can just pop something like in the crease, maybe your bronzer or something, just to make it a bit easier. And I used a cream eye pen, but you can use whatever, to be honest. I'm gonna put on a little bit of, I have these Sasha lashes that I have cut into two so that I can use them as half lashes. I'm gonna put that on, and that's gonna be the finished look. Okay, I put some half lashes on and I feel very fabulous. I love how this looks. I think it's so pretty, so cool. It's colorful without being like too much. It's not color all the way up to your eyebrow, and I know that that is what scares people away sometimes with colorful looks, is that there's so much color like in so many spaces, and this is more contained. It's contained color. I really like how this is looking. I hope you like it too. Now let's get into look number 2. Okay, let's do look number 2 with Verdandi, which is the present then. And oh my, I don't really know what I want to do, but I mean I want to play with these more bright ones. I think I'm gonna start with this red. It's like a orangey red. It's like not a true red, it's more of an orange red, but I feel like I want to start with that one and just see what we can get. I have a red lipstick on. This is the one that's called, this is the red lipstick, this one. It's in Red Cherry. Very fitting. So I'm gonna start with that one. It's called Vibrant. Let's just see what we can get. That is indeed very vibrant. This is just a reference number 13. Am I lying? No. Reference 13, and I'm just gonna, that is, yeah, it's like a tomato color because it's got a very orangey undertone, but it's definitely a red instead of an orange. I like that a lot. Just trying to think of what kind of a shape I want to have. I think I want to have some in my inner corners here as well, and just a little bit. I think this is a good shape. Let me see if I can blend this out a bit. I have that coral to blend it out with, so I'm not that worried. Just want to soften up the edges a little bit before. I'm taking some of that like corally shade. It's called Now, which is definitely the present, and I'm just blending that on the edge. I'll probably deepen this up a little bit as well. But it's always nice to start with a gradient in the crease so we have something to build on. Just using a little of that peach to get a bit of gradient like that. And we'll deepen it up a little bit as well. That turned out really nice. Let me build a little bit more of the red here so we can not lose this vibrancy. Yeah, I like that a lot, especially with the red lip color. Red eyeshadow with red lip color, that's like a power combo that I will always love. This is so bright, and I've just used the two shadows, and this is so bright. I'm gonna use Everyday. It's a bit more of a plum matte, and we're gonna see if we can deepen up with this one. Maybe not. Maybe this is more of taking the look in a different direction. I'm actually gonna use this other one next instead, the one that's called Precious. It is like a satin. Yeah, this one is getting some fallout, but it didn't have a lot of like, it's not a metallic. I'm gonna see if I can use something that's a little bit more dense. I'm actually gonna use the same Refer 13 because this is a bit more dense. And I'm just gonna deepen up a little bit with this. When you work with satins or shimmers in the crease with a blending brush, you will probably get a little bit of fallout. So you see I have a little bit of fallout here, but I'll be fine. So I'm just using a little bit here in the outer corner to deepen this up. But it's actually working really, really nice. I think that other color is more if you want to take the look less red and more in the cool tone plum direction, because it is such a nice plummy matte. But it's pretty much the same depth as this red one. But I think that that is enough. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Maybe, I brushed up really easy. Maybe I'll use some of this plum under my eyes instead. We can have just a bit of a more neutral under eye. You see, it's like a really nice plummy matte, but it's not necessarily darker than the red. But if you use this together with the peach, you're gonna get a totally different vibe, and I feel like that's what I like with a smaller palette, when it still can take you in different directions, when it's not just a one-trick pony. That's really nice. Let me just blend this. I'm gonna use a little bit more of that Precious, which is the satin, and I'm just blending these together. Yeah, that's really cool. I really like how that is looking. I really enjoy that. I'm gonna do the same on the other eye, and then I think we're gonna play with both of these on my lid and under my eyes. Feel like maybe peach on top and blue on the bottom. But this is so fiery. This is more fiery than I thought that this was gonna be, but it's only because this vibrant is so yummy and pigmented. I am so in love with this look. I feel like this could be on its own just such good. So excited about this look. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this peach on the top part of my lid, like just mix it in with the brown, and then I'm gonna take this icy blue on the lower lash line and in my inner corners. But I'm gonna start with the peach. I'm gonna spray these. These are a little bit flaky, and to get them to be as opaque as possible on the lid, I'm gonna spray them just to get the effect that I'm looking for. And I also don't need any fallout because, as you can see, the rest of my face is already done. I feel like you could probably use your fingers with these as well. They're very, very creamy. I'm just gonna see if I can get them to not be too harsh. Oh, that is so pretty. So pretty. I got a little flake here. I'm just gonna use a little bit of that brown, and I'm just gonna put it where they meet so that it seems as seamless as possible. But that is so pretty. I love that. Let me finish the other part up as well. I'm gonna do the icy blue. Same process, I did spray it a bit, and I am gonna put that just a little bit on the lower lash line and in my inner corners. So that is the effect right there. You can see I have some mascara on my lower lash line. I also put just some like nude in my waterline, but I really like how that is looking. I may finish this up and we can see what it looks like, but I love the contrast with the super bright and then the red. So pretty. Okay, so this is the finished look with the mascara on. I love red with red. I think that the contrast is so fun and all the texture. So yummy. Let me put some lashes on and we can watch the finished look, but this is such a fun palette with this poppy red. Okay, so this is the second look and I am so excited. Red with red and then this like very textured and the slightly cooler lower lash line. I'm really enjoying this fiery red orange top and then the slightly cooler lower lash line. Really enjoying it, and I am wearing the same highlighter as I was before. This is the Web of Destiny. It is the lightest one, the one that literally looks like a web. This one right here, that's what's on my cheekies. So yeah, that was look number 2. Now we're gonna do look number 3, which is with the green one, and I am very excited. Okay, let's do the third and final look. Now we're doing with Oden, the one that is the past. This is the one, I'll be honest, this is the one that I'm the most excited about in this entire collection. I'm so excited. I'm wearing one of the lipsticks. I'm wearing it in light peach. This is the matte lipstick in light peach, and I'm wearing the same highlighter from the collection that I did in the other looks. I will have the details, of course, of everything in the description box down below. I'm gonna start with this one, the Nostalgia, which is the slightly warmer green. I'm gonna start with that in my crease, and we'll see where that takes us. Let's see if I have any creasing from the eye primer, and we'll start with that one. So excited. I'm having a slightly smaller brush. This is the Detail Blending E27 by Sigma. It is pretty detailed because I want this to be as dark as possible. I know that not everyone works with eyeshadows or colors in the same way as me, and that's perfectly fine. But this is how I like to do it. That is a very, very pretty green. I feel so inspired by this mini palette. I feel like this palette could definitely, like, I can think of several looks with this palette just by looking at it. If I had even more time, I'd do like 3 looks with just this palette, because honestly, there's a lot of things that could be done with this palette. Now that I've built it in the crease, I'm just gonna buff a bit on the edge. No big motions, but I'm just buffing a bit on the edge. And I'm gonna take that Memory, which is the lightest green, and I'm just buffing with that on the edge too. And then I'm going back with Nostalgia in the crease to make sure that that is still the main color in the crease. I'm using a brush that's clean, except there's cat hair, and I'm just gonna buff on this upper edge a little bit more with a clean brush. Okay, so I'm putting some of the green under my eyes as well. This look is gonna be quite smoky, so I'm not too concerned about making this very dramatic. I'm just packing it on, connecting with the upper top. Yeah, those are the words I apparently picked. I haven't had lunch, excuse me. And then again, I'm just blending a little bit with the lighter one that's called Memory. Just a little bit, so it has the same tone as the top. I'm gonna choose a little bit, I'm failing. I'm gonna choose a little bit of this one that's called Past before we go into Luxury, and I am gonna do Luxury actually all over the lid. Oh, look at how dark this is. All over the lid to create a smoky green eye, but I'm just gonna do a little bit of like outer corner work with this pastel. It's incredibly pigmented. It is a dark plummy brown. Goes perfect with these shadows. And this color would be, it got a little bit of fallout, but I really did pack this color on. This color would go so well with as a deepening up shade for a lot of things, because it is that cool tone plum shade. That is so pigmented. I'm gonna take a little bit of green and just blend this out with, so I don't end up making this very, very smoky. Which, I mean, I'm not totally against. Just doing it a little bit in the outer part of my lower lash line as well. But I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Really, really like that. Okay, I used a little bit of the Neon Shockwave liner in Gotcha from LA Girl. I'm gonna use this one now, the luxury shade. I'm gonna do a little bit of glitter glue, random glitter glue. You can use whatever. There are affordable ones, there are expensive ones. Get an affordable one. And I'm gonna use a very little amount, like a very little amount, and I am gonna do a very thin layer. And then I'm taking the shade Luxury, which is a dark green metallic, and I am gonna put that all over my lid. And I'm gonna gently tap on the edges where it meets the mattes, so we don't have any harsh edges. And this is just such an easy way to do a super smoky foresty green look. Taking a little bit of the Nostalgia, the first green that we used, the middle shade green, and I'm just using that a little bit on the edge. So basically this is the look, a green, like a dark green smoky eye with that beautiful shadow on the lid. I'm gonna finish up the other eye obviously, but I'm gonna use this one. Golden, oh, it's Golden Year and Time. So I'm using this light one that I'm guessing is called Time then. It is like a peachy iridescent shadow. It is, you can see it's just very, very high shine, and I'm just gonna use a little bit of that in my inner corners to get something inside. I'm sorry if you hear the snow removal process in the background. It's very sexy. Okay, let me put some mascara on and we can see what it looks like. Okay, so this is the look with mascara. I love this. It's so dark and sultry and smoky, and even though on my more mature, like crinkly eyelids, this looks still so nice. So I'm gonna put some falsies on, and that's gonna be the finished look. I love having green eyeshadow on. Okay, so this is the finished look. I love this look. Let me know down below which is your favorite look out of the three that I've done. Let me know which is your favorite palette. Mine is Oden, but I have to say I'm so impressed with all of these. I just think they're so pretty. I love mini palettes. Mini palettes are life. They really are. I love every kind of palette, but mini palettes are always gonna have like a little special place in my heart. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I will have a video up on Sunday again, which is gonna be my new makeup releases, and also tomorrow, Saturday, is gonna be my member exclusive tutorial. If you're not a member of my channel and if you want to see some member exclusive tutorials, you can join my membership here down in the corner next to the subscribe button, and then you will get a new member exclusive tutorial every month. And if you join the membership now, you will of course be able to see all the past tutorials as well. So that was everything for this video. Thank you so much, Odens Eye, for sponsoring this video, and I will see you either tomorrow or Sunday. Bye!